Why hello there, welcome. This is round 5 of the TRACKILICOUS Winter Rookie Series. As you can see, I have qualified on pole for the 2 races today at Watkins Glen. I ran 54.7 in qualifying. I forgot to record it like an idiot. I noticed before we started the race at least that I wasn't recording anything. I was able to record my point of view for this at least. But Watkins Glen, really difficult track to get right. Lots of heavy braking zones and long sweeping corners. And really difficult to put together a good lap, and I was able to do just that in qualifying to put myself on pole position. Starting alongside Estevez. Estevez did his first races with TRACKILICOUS last round also with me, and here both of us are on the front row. As we're going to come down the front stretch here for the green flag. For the first race of 2 of the night, we have a green flag. We're going to get a great start and get ahead of Estevez. We're going to come into the 90, turn number 1. He's going to try to hang it around the outside, but we're going to pull through, and he's going to be side by side with Gerald behind, and we're going to try to run away. The Porsche was super slow down this long straight. I was at, I want to say it was 2/10 slower than the next slowest car, which I want to say was the Astons, down this straight. The McLarens were super quick down this straight to the bus stop. But as you can see, they went too wide behind me. So I'm pulling this gap out as we come through the outer loop down towards the chute into the boot of the Glen. Through turn number 6, continuing to grow this lead. Super hot track during the race. I want to say it was 41 degrees Celsius. So tires were an interesting thing. The left side tires, especially the left front, had a tendency to get really hot during the race. During qualifying, it really had 1, maybe 2 laps before the tires were, that left front was too hot for you to gain any time through any right-hand corners. But we're going to come around, lead the first lap of the race. Around the Glen. Gerard will get around Estevez behind me in the first lap also. And as we jump ahead here, I seem to have this problem in the races where I need to get a little bit too passive almost with my pace. And even though I'm consistent running whatever pace that I'm trying to run, it causes people to catch me. I don't know what it is, but we'll see me change this at a later date. But you see Gerard is going to poke the nose out, and he's going to send it down the inside. I'm going to go wide. I'm going to try to pull the switch back. I had to wait to give the throttle a little bit though. I'm going to try to hold him on the inside here. He's going to squeeze past me. I'm going to file back up in here. And we're going to try to look for another place to get past him. Like I said, the Aston Martin are faster than the straight than me. He's going to run wide there. I'm going to get a good run out of this last corner. But you can just see, he just quick enough to stay ahead of me down this straight. They're just going to follow him to come through the 90. We're going to intentionally run wide here, use some of my track cuts, and try to get a good run down the back straight as we come through the S's, tucked up underneath the rear wing. But as you can see, he's just slowly inching away. And the slipstream really doesn't help the Porsche either. I mean, just right about here is where I was finally seeing the effects of the slipstream. And I only got slipstream about 2 or 3 miles an hour more than I normally would. As you come through the bus stop, I'm going to gain into turn number 5, the outer loop. We're going to close up a little bit. He's going to put the power down nicely. As we come down to the chute, turn number 6, we're going to get on the brakes. And I'm not sure what happened there. I broke a little bit earlier than usual, and I was on my normal line. Not sure if it was a net code thing or something, because he did end up disconnecting from the race later on. But not really sure what happened there. But he was a lot slower than I thought he was through the entry of that corner, unfortunately. Sorry about that. I said sorry after the race to him. But I wanted to wait for him and give him the position back, but he ended up spinning out on the grass, so I just continued on because Estevez and Nairardi, as long as I didn't butcher his last name, were close behind. But let's skip on to the last couple of corners here. As you see, Estevez did catch up to me. And we're going to come through turn 10, turn 11 with Estevez right behind. And we're going to come across the start-finish line for a controversial, some may say, first place.
Excellent job, mate. V1, what a race. Well done, well managed. Bring it back home.
I'm show a little outside view from the replay here. But the normal braking marker is just right around that drain on the right side of the track, and as you can see, I'm already on the brakes beforehand, all the way on the brakes. And I don't. He was really slow through that apex, so I'm not really sure. But anyways, enough about that. We're gonna skip ahead to here we are at start of race number 2. I'm not sure how Estevez is so far ahead at the start here.
Green light, give it all you can.
But we're gonna go green. And he led us to green, not me first. Not sure what that's all about. And we're gonna send it down the inside.
Clear on the left.
We're gonna give him a little nudge for not giving me the space. As we run into the S's. Worried about him behind. He's a lot closer than they were from the start of the last race. So really worried about that. You can see that Aston just pulling and pulling. We're gonna cover the inside.
Car on the left.
Let's go on the outside because it's not the preferred line into the bus stop. And watch in my rear view mirror, watch for that BMW back there. He's gonna be super sideways, drifting through the bus stop. I'm gonna get airborne coming out of the bus stop and fly out wide. It's gonna allow Estevez to come up through the inside around the outer loop. And we're gonna head down into the chute. I'm not really gonna have a move here. We're gonna just try to keep pressure on Estevez, maybe force him to do a little mistake as you come into the tail of the boot. But as you see, just pulling away inch by inch was Estevez. Like I said, I don't know what it is about when I get in the races, but it's like I'm about half a second slower in my race pace than I am in the quali pace every time. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure if I'm being too passive with my lap and I'm not pushing like you would push for a quali lap. Because clearly that pace is there. I have a pace. But it just disappears when we get to the race. Not sure what it is. But still tucked up behind Estevez. We come into the 90. He's gonna run a little wide. Where to go? Got track limits there. Don't know how I didn't put more, but I got one there. But as you see that, like I said, the Porsche struggled big time on the straights here. And basically all this Aston had to do was be good enough through this second sector of the race.
Warning for exceeding track limits.
I'll get my second track limit penalty. So, not a great way to start out this race, you know? But he's just got to stay consistent here ahead of me, and he should be able to keep me behind. So we're trying to just hit with him, at least stay in that wrap, so if maybe makes a mistake, I could be right there. But coming to the heel here, not really getting any time on him. But to finish lap 2, you can see just back in the distance the BMW of Nairati. I hope I'm not butchering that. But we're gonna finish this lap, still losing time to Estevez ahead. At this point, we're a little far out from the slipstream. Not looking good for us. Like I said, I don't know where my quali pace was during the race. But as we come through the S's, down the back straight, and we're gonna come into the bus stop here. And once again, I'm gonna go on 2 wheels. And I got some messages from the BMW behind you, see his view of it. Yeah. He said he was laughing the whole time, but it's gonna bring him right behind me into the race. So the rest of this race is gonna be defined by me and Nairati and this BMW battling for second place. Coming ahead again, lap number 6. As you see that BMW right up behind me, and just watch how quick this BMW closes on me down the back straight. He is just flying up on me. So I'm gonna cover the inside, but it's not gonna do anything. He's just gonna blow past me like I'm sitting still. Coming to the bus stop. But you're gonna see how much quicker through the corners the Porsche is. See, I'm gonna sniff right up on his back bumper here. Give him a little tap. Get a little loose. Go pull a little bit as we come down the chute. Then it's our number 6. So I'm gonna get a good run out of turn 6 as we head towards the toe. He's gonna cover the inside. And on the exit to the toe, he's gonna get on the throttle just a little bit early and get loose. And we're gonna swing around the outside and take back second place. And unfortunately for Nairati, that would be the last good look he would have, as he would keep catching me down the straight, and I would pull away through sector number 2, sector number 3. But in the end, I was able to keep a gap and hold off just enough to be able to come home in second place. Estevez would win after passing me on lap number 1. But overall, a first place finish and a second place in round number 5 at Watkins Glen. So overall, it's a fantastic day, and with some great battles too.
Excellent job, mate. P2. Bring it back to the pit safely.